Good morning, folks. Old Diego here from beautiful. Can't see much today. Just checking out of the hotel here in beautiful San Quintin, Mexico. Tuesday, April the 18th. Getting a little snack here before I head out on the road. I'm an early riser. I tell my little woman that yo estoy un hombre de las mañanas, okay? I'm a man of the mornings. I get up early, I hit it hard before noon, then I start to slow down, and I'm tired and burned out by 8 o'clock at night. Sorry, kind of boring, but that's me. So today could be a great day, the beginning of a new life-changing event. Hopefully, I will be making some connections with like Pancho's boat yard and get to work. Okay, whatever he needs for boat parts, especially boat motors, cheap. And I'll be looking all over Southern California, maybe even over in the Las Vegas area when I go visit my brother over there. And just looking for whatever Pancho needs to fix the boats so that he can sell them for a profit, and then we're all happy. Okay, that's the goal. I'm also looking for fresh fruits and vegetables that I can take back to Tijuana, maybe San Diego, but mostly Tijuana because I don't want to be crossing the borders with stuff. It costs a lot of money to cross the border. So, getting a good start here with the Mexican anthem. Okay, here's my Mickey, my American and Mexican. Hey, Mickey, get your Mexican banner up here. Mickey is American Mexican. So, very appropriate for the Mexican national anthem, and I have a Mexican flag here. Mexican American Mickey. Okay, and of course, Jesus and Mary. Starting out a day, asking God to bless us, to bless our families, and to have a good day. All in the name of Jesus and God. All right, folks. Great song, great song. It's a good way to start the day. Okay, folks. Well, Diego, over and out for now. Okay, just showing you how the day is beginning here. Can't even see the sun peeking up over the mountains yet. It's kind of foggy over there. It's still a little chilly. Here's the main road going through San Quintin, Highway 1. That goes all the way down to Cabo San Lucas, 1,000 miles, the Baja 1000. Okay. And we have visitors at my little hotel here. The big Turismo bus parking there. Looked like the whole crew getting a kind of an early start to the day. They just checked in, so they'll probably go sleep for half a day before they get going again. See, people going to work, walking all over. I've never seen so many people just walking alone in pairs. These are poor people down here, folks, that they gotta walk to work before they can even start working for the day. So, okay, we'll just hang out and see what's going on until Pancho opens his boatyard. All right. It's only like 6:30 and workers are already up. A lot of workers gathering in the park, the Central Park, getting their bus rides to their fields where they work. The packing companies provide buses for everybody, which is nice. School buses getting the kids, the company bus picking up workers. So it's a pretty good system, but everybody's got to get up pretty early over here in San Quintin to make a living. So we're headed south out of town, headed down to my old mill road. It's about a mile south of town, and then it turns west for about 4 or 5 miles to get over to the old mill area, the closest fishing area that I know of. Watch the speed bumps. All right. I'm very impressed with how early these guys get up around here. You know, field work starts early in the morning before it gets too hot. So school and basically field work. Looks like to me is what everybody does around here. You know, tire shops, trucking yards. It's quite a hustling and bustling little community. Kids going to school. But over here at this little shopping center, there is a Zumba class, a fitness class going on. You gotta get fit before you get out in the fields to get fit some more. Yes, sirree. It's almost a normal life compared to the States, except we don't work anymore in the States. We don't do manual labor anymore. Yeah, I sure am impressed at how everybody gets up early around here in San Quintin to go to work. It's busy. But look at this little cyber cafe, internet cafe. You can get copies and your croup, C-U-R-P, your croup. Something very important to Mexicans, part of their ID. You're not Mexican until you have a croup. Nora needs to get one. Okay, I'm waiting for this little cafe here, the old San Quintin cafe to open up. That's a nice traditional Mexican breakfast right there. Okay, I'm also driving north of town here. I want to show you some of the produce packing places that are open early. That's where I need to make connections next, is for the produce. Okay, some big companies, if I can maybe buy directly from the company or something like that. I told Eddie of Eddie's Landing that I wanted to get some fresh fruit, as fresh as possible, and he said, oh, just flag down a truck. If you see a fruit truck driving down the road, flag it down and maybe you can buy directly off the truck. I don't think I'll do that, but I will see if I can get some fresh stuff near the fruit packing companies. There's a bunch of them. See, right here, I'm only like 2 miles south of my hotel, and it's already turning back into agriculture. So, yeah. And the big packing company over here that I've heard of before is Driscoll's. Okay. This seems to be kind of a riverbed right here, just north of town. Yeah, it's a riverbed. I don't know if and when it's ever been flooded. But here's another part of, maybe it's a different pueblo. This could be the Vicente Guerrero, or it says Santa Maria. No, that's Hospital Santa Maria and Sagarape. So I don't know all the little pueblos and their colonials and fraction. They call them fragmentos of little communities. So you'll see frac so and so. That's a fraction of a pueblo. I don't know, folks. I've only been living over here for 12 years, and I hope I'm not offending anybody by some of my comments, but you got to remember that most of what I say is in joking, and the other half is a half-truth. So, okay, we know Ensenada is north of town. Ensenada is this way, and San Quintin is that way. I thought I was in San Quintin. Okay, so I don't know much. I'm just driving around, but that does look like a big Catholic church over there in Sagarape, just north of San Quintin. So I was raised Catholic, so I have a lot of respect for the Catholic Church. All right, these buses dropping off workers, picking up workers, picking up in the cities, towns here, and taking them out to the fields. This is on the very north end of the strip from San Quintin to Sagarape. Okay, just right here on the fields are mixed in between the little pueblos. Okay, so I'm looking for some field workers with some fresh trucks of fresh fruits and veggies that I can buy directly from the truck, or from the as close as I can get to the packaging plants. Okay, you gotta watch it right here. It's kind of there's no stop sign, but everybody's stopping. There's a crosswalk, so see, there's no stop sign, no stoplight, but everybody's stopping, so be careful. It's only a one road town, and you wouldn't want to hit somebody. You know, it's like there's not a lot of other directions coming in and going out, so just be careful. Okay, there's some interesting places over here that you know, I don't know if they're hotels or little private places. Okay, here's a big town right on the north end of a big field right on the north end of town. So, some veterinary hospitals. Okay, now this is Hospital Santa Maria. It's going to be open 24 hours a day. So it's the last chance to get medical care. The Oxos are open most of the time. Here's Jersey milk. So I wonder if they got some milk cows. They must have milk cows in the area. So I could get fresh milk right there at Jersey. All right. Going to Ensenada. Okay. This is just north of the main villages. Looks like more modern housing over there, or like a housing complex. Okay, watch the lights. There's no light working. All right. See? Light's not working, and you just got to use common sense over here, folks. You know, when the light's not working, slow down as if it's a stop sign. Okay. here's fields right here. We're not even 2 miles out of town, north of town, and the fields have already started. Okay, take a break here until I get to a packing plant. Okay, folks, I've driven about 7-8 miles north of town, of all the little pueblos. There's probably 4 or 5 little pueblos in there in this strip right here. But anyway, I came out here north of town, this is towards Ensenada side, to show you the biggest packing plant in the area. And it's really a nice one. Driscoll's. Only the finest berries, okay? So they're mainly strawberries, okay? And it's huge, all right? It's modern and it's huge. Security, even traffic control at the front gate. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to do, folks, is just find out the main economy for this area, which is agriculture, and what's the main crop. So far we know Driscoll's handles berries, and strawberries is the main crop that I can see. I'm looking for lettuce and tomatoes, everything to make a salad, okay? But we'll see what they grow and what they have around here. So what I'm going to do is turn around and head, the 7 or 8 miles back into San Quintin, and I'm going to be showing you the packing plants, 4 or 5 packing plants in between here and there. It's hard to drive with traffic and to talk, so I got to be careful. But here's the main entrance, very heavily secure. Okay, traffic is heavy. I've got to be careful talking and driving. All right. When there's a break in the traffic here, the cars come pretty fast on this highway. All right. There's fields, there's workers, there's kids going to school. So I've got to pay attention to what I'm doing, but at the same time, I want to show you. Okay. I want to show you this area and what's its main economy. So here's Driscoll's. Look at how big and modern that is. I don't know if you can see too well with the windows, but it's a very big, modern packing plant. Now, when you think about it, folks, with produce and veggies and fruit and stuff, the main thing is it's labor intensive. You've got to have workers out in the field picking the stuff, cutting it just right, roughly boxing it or putting in their pails. Then it's got to be transported to the packing plant, where it gets processed, like washed, cut just right, and then packed in boxes just right for shipping. So that's the main industries over here. Very labor intensive, but it takes a lot of people to pull off a truckload of fresh produce and fruits ready for the market. So, okay, here's the school. I gotta be careful. The kids haven't really started coming yet. Okay, the school's over here. It's a technical school on agriculture here. Okay, and here's an ag supply, fertilizers, and everything for growing. The irrigation systems. Somebody rode their horse to work. Okay, there's a Coca-Cola plant over here. So Coke, everybody loves Coke in Mexico. It's big business. Okay, so there's agriculture place right there. Is Kenworth to keep the big rigs rolling. All right, so they need mechanics and just everything to run a huge business. Coca-Cola has tight security. Nobody's getting in there except for empty Coke trucks, and nobody's getting out except for full Coke trucks. All right, gotta pick up my speed here because people need to get to work. All right, the Pemexes are very big and clean, very well kept over here. All right, there's one big strawberry field I want to show you. So we're heading into San Quintin, a couple miles into San Quintin, or this is a couple miles north of San Quintin. But this field, you know, they got markers out in the field for some reason. There's different colored banners, markers. I don't know if it's just different kind of berries, probably. But all the workers got their little white pails and are heading out to do their job, picking berries. Okay. The buses pick people up in town and drop them off at their work fields. So it's huge. Look at these big greenhouses. They're just huge, you know. Here's the workers out here picking berries. See? Now those are definitely strawberries. See, the workers, very labor intensive. Back-breaking work. Okay. There's names on these companies, so each company has their workers and their buildings and fields. I am fascinated by this business because I grew up in agricultural country, but eastern South Dakota was all corn and wheat and stuff like that. This is berries, and I want to see the tomatoes, lettuce, and celery, onions. I've seen the Nepalis too, the cactus. They call them Nepalis when they're all cleaned up and sliced up for eating or for cooking. So, but I think that's a lower end business. It doesn't require so much water as berries. So, okay, folks, pretty much showed you what I wanted to show you here. But notice that there's no fruit trucks, personal little mom and pop fruit stands over here by the big, on the north side by the big factories, okay, the big producers. On the south side of town, I've seen more of the little mom and pop trucks selling stuff right out of the back of the trucks and whatnot, okay? Interesting. Could be something to do with competition. All right, folks, let's take a break for a minute here. Okay, folks, it's just now 7 o'clock on a Tuesday morning in San Quintin, and here's the old Viejo San Quintin restaurant. I've been in there, and it's not much, you know. It's like, it's half modern, doesn't look that old, and then it only seats about 20 people. It's not like a big, it's not like the old mill over there. That's really old, and that's huge and beautiful, and that's first class over there. This is kind of a 70s diner or something like that. Anyway, good food. But just drove out north of town to the fruit packing places to show you, and now we're back in San Quintin, and there's some kind of that's the Social Security office for benefits and all that, so there's big lines always over there. I was going to tell you, this isn't a bad design. You got the main highway going through town with dirt shoulders, so the traffic can go pretty fast out there on the highway. Okay, it moves along fast. You don't have any traffic jams. It's like, Yeah, there's some red lights where slow down, but the traffic moves. It moves, from north to south, and then you can plenty of shoulder to pull off and do business, and the rocks and ruts and stuff keep you going under control. So I'm not complaining. Oops, I gotta move out of the way, blocking somebody's way here. Okay, there's a park. I don't know what time this opens. It's 7 o'clock, so it's either 7, 7:30, or 8. All right, let's see if we can get something to eat here. Okay. Buenos días.
¿Gusta café?
Café, por favor.
Ha habido años buenos, yo creo, los últimos 2 años de lluvia. Entonces, mucho de la calidad de agua depende de qué tanto llovió y qué tanta agua está pasando por el canal.
Okay.
Que a lo mejor digo, ya que
Yeah, this is the only sit-down, dine-in restaurant that I've seen in San Quintin. The only normal restaurant that you can dine in and sit down and eat. The rest are all just little outside stands, or half outside, half inside stands with tacos and birria. This is a normal restaurant, but it's the only one outside of the American tourist attraction over at the Old Mill, which is first class. But this ain't bad either, the old San Quintin restaurant. Now it's a normal, traditional dine in, sit down with service, good coffee, good food. Get big servings, huge. Okay? So I just wanted to say that. Very good food. But it's the only normal restaurant I've seen over here. Okay.